Live from Dallas and Fort Worth, this is CBS 11 News Sunday, the ones for Texas.
Good morning and welcome to CBS 11 News this morning at 7. I'm Madison Sawyer. Jennifer is on maternity leave. Meteorologist Jeff Ray joins us with a first look at the forecast. Jeff, conditions are quiet right now in North Texas, but we could see a threat for storms later tonight, right?
Yeah, just like yesterday morning, Madison, waking up with a lot of cloud cover over North Texas and the Metroplex. This is time lapse. We pick it up just before the sun coming to the horizon. The new day is dawn. And yeah, you see a lot of cloud, low level cloud cover at that. Here's a live shot Fort Worth. Temperatures are very warm. For the second time this year, we wake up with overnight lows only in the 80s. That's a warm start. And look at those dew points in the low 70s. So the dew points have going nowhere today. Very humid air in place. A few showers have already started here this morning. Nothing to this. They're racing up towards the Red River. But this is of greater interest. You see that line of thunderstorms in Oklahoma. That's with a low pressure system and a front. That's all headed this way. That's a huge part of our forecast as we close the day. So get out and enjoy the day as much of it as you can, because probably towards the end of it, we're going to start seeing these thunderstorms. Temperatures are going to get up into the low 90s. It's going to be very humid. But as far as the timing, as you plan your evening between 5 and 7, we're talking about severe weather entering in from the northwest counties. So Denton, McKinney, already by that time period, you're at the risk of strong to severe weather. Then it spreads into the metro area. Madison, I'm going to show you the whole timing of this over the next 24 hours coming up.
Thanks, Jeff. We'll be sure to stay weather aware. New this morning, one person has died after a shooting outside of a Dallas gentleman's club. It happened after midnight in a parking lot outside of the ZR Cabaret on Regal Row. Now, police say that they received some sort of report of a disturbance, but by the time that they arrived, one person had been shot. The victim was taken to a local hospital where he later died. No word yet on what sparked that shooting, but we have learned that one person has been taken into custody for questioning. DPD is also investigating a shooting in South Dallas. That shooting happened last night on Malcolm X Boulevard and Warren Avenue. Now, initial reports say that multiple suspects wearing masks hopped out of one vehicle, then fired multiple shots at another vehicle. One woman was hit and taken to the hospital. She is in stable condition. A man and a 2-year-old were also in that vehicle, but were not hurt. No word on whether police have made any arrests. And this year alone, there has already been more than 100 homicides in Dallas. And now city leaders are trying to reassure concerned citizens that they have a plan in place to curb that violence. But they say they cannot do it alone. CBS 11 Yona Gavino explains.
You know what the problem is in the city.
It was a call for action fueled by community concerns.
As you can see, there's some pretty good results.
At the University of North Texas in downtown Dallas, people demanded answers and solutions from Dallas Police Chief Renee Hall.
Senator Royce West wanted to have a dialogue about a safer Dallas. And this is just about bringing us up to date of where we are from a law enforcement perspective, but also finding out what other ways that the community can work together.
All of the recent violence in Dallas has pushed the number of murders in the city above 100 for the year. 97 of those people died this year from crimes committed this year.
Though we've had a spike in violence, specifically in the month of May, we are still one of the safer cities in the United States.
Leon Holman attended the town hall. While many asked about strategies to combat the uptick in violence, he argues that police can't fix society's issues.
The unemployment and housing is directly proportional to the crime. If you lower the unemployment rate and you increase the housing rate, the crime is going to go down.
Chief Hall maintained the department is focused on issues that drive crime in any city.
And that is drugs, gangs, and guns.
But community members say it'll take community action to create change.
When you have all these meetings and no policy has been implemented, nothing changes. So, okay, the crime rate will dip this month and then it'll come right back up 2 months from now.
That was Yona Gavino reporting. Also in attendance during yesterday's meeting, Jeff Williams with the Texas Department of Public Safety. Williams says that DPS has been working hand in hand with Dallas police following the crime surge, and he said they are still finding their footing in the partnership, but have seen some success in just the last few days, especially when it comes to accomplishing the police chief's goal of arresting Dallas's 100 most dangerous fugitives.
We're looking for violent criminals, and we've made 88 arrests, custodial arrests as a result of that. In just the few days that we've been working, we plan to make some more. She talked about the top 100 people. 53 of those were arrested. That means 47 of you are coming.
Now, earlier this month, Governor Greg Abbott directed the Texas Department of Public Safety to directly provide support to the Dallas Police Department in response to the city's crime surge. And Malia Davis, the 4-year-old girl that in Houston was found dead after she went missing in early May, has been laid to rest. Yesterday, hundreds of people attended a private service, including Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner. Malia's remains were found in Arkansas on May 30th after she was reported missing on May 4th. Her mother's ex-fiancé, Darion Vince, is now charged with tampering with a corpse, and a Houston community activist claims that Vince has admitted to killing the young girl. Proposed ICE raids originally expected to start today are now delayed for 2 weeks. President Trump shared the news on Twitter yesterday, saying that deportations will start unless Democrats and Republicans can work together to find a solution to the asylum and loophole problems at the southern border. The delay comes as ICE officials plan to deport nearly 2,000 immigrant families, but immigrant rights groups say that the president's actions are dangerous and are still seeking answers over worsening conditions at the border.
They are being traumatized and re-traumatized. They can't sleep. They don't feel safe in their schools. What do we want it to be like behind closed doors? What does that say about our country?
ICE officials say that the families facing deportation are located in 10 different cities, including Houston, and say that those families have been given court-ordered removals. Meanwhile, there are more potential problems for migrants detained along the U.S.-Mexico border. A legal team recently interviewed more than 60 kids at a Border Patrol station near El Paso, and they say that the findings are concerning. CBS's Keelan Willard reports.
Border Patrol is holding many children, including many who are too young to take care of themselves, in basically what is jail.
No access to showers, inadequate food, and nobody to take care of them for weeks on end. These are the conditions the group Human Rights Watch say they found for 250 migrant children being held at a Border Patrol station in Clint this week. The group also says that Border Patrol is relying on older children to take care of sick children as young as 2 years old. Border Patrol is authorized to hold migrant children for up to 72 hours, but Human Rights Watch says the children in Clint have been detained for weeks away from their families.
Watching the kids pick up the phone and hear that familiar parental voice and then totally break down was one of the worst parts.
Word of the conditions has sparked outrage across the country this week, as well as among local elected officials like Texas State Senator Jose Rodriguez.
This is just not acceptable. It's intolerable. This is not who we are as a nation.
Rodriguez says that he can't use his position in the legislature to change the conditions in Clint because the state Senate is out of session. But he also says that he shouldn't have to try in the first place.
It is the federal government's responsibility under the Constitution to ensure border security, and that should be not just enforcement, but also treating humanely the individuals that are caught up in this process.
In Fiji, officials are ruling out infectious disease as a potential cause of death for a Fort Worth couple. David and Michelle Paul were vacationing on the island nation when family members say that they became ill and later died. Fiji's health department says at this time there is no threat to the public, but the official cause of their deaths remain a mystery. The couple's remains are staying in Fiji pending the CDC's investigation. And a tragic end to what was supposed to be a spectacular sunset flight over Hawaii after a twin-engine plane crashes just moments after takeoff. 9 people were killed, and officials are now calling it the deadliest civilian plane crash in the last 4 years. CBS's Carter Evans has the latest.